Next, we are going to derive an expression for growth and decay of sound energy. Total absorption we calculated, and here now we are going to derive an expression for the growth and decay of a sound energy in the room. Let us consider P be the power output. Power output is nothing but rate of emission of energy from the source, and E be the energy density and capital V be the volume. Energy density means per unit volume. Throughout the given volume means it is multiplied by V. So E into V is the total energy. So generally we know that rate of growth means change in that quantity with respect to time. So d by dt of the energy. So E into V. D by dt of E into V. So V is a volume constant. So we can write it as V into dE by dt. So this is of rate of growth and this is of power output. Generally, power output from the source is utilized in two ways. One is used to find out the rate of growth and rate of. It is a sum of the two factors. One is of rate of growth and other is of rate of absorption. And so from which we can rewrite it as rate of growth. We can calculate how it is possible. Power output minus rate of absorption. We know the power output is P and we calculated the rate of absorption in the previous session itself. So that is equal to EV into A divided by 4. So rate of growth is nothing but V into dE by dt. So V into dE by dt is the rate of growth, which is equal to P, the power output, minus the rate of absorption, which we calculated in our earlier lecture. So we arrive one expression here. Then at the steady state means no physical quantity will change with respect to time. Here dE by dt is considered, change in sound energy density per unit time, which is of 0. And E reaches, steady state means energy reaches the maximum value. If you substitute these conditions in this expression, dE by dt is 0 means the term will be 0. And here we have P minus E reaches the value of EM. So put EM here, V into A divided by 4. And when you are rewriting it, we'll get this value of EM. Okay. P you just bring it this side and then keep EM alone this side and bring all other terms to that side. So M is equal to 4P divided by 4P divided by V into A. So from this equation 2, you just substitute the value of EM here. So d by dt, from this equation 2, we have an expression where dE by dt alone, will keep it here. Volume you bring it here, P by V minus EVA divided by this V, you bring it here by 4V. All velocity of sound, and this is the absorption coefficient, capital V is a volume, all are of constant. Instead of rewriting, we'll take it as alpha. This is of constant alpha, and from which we can find 1 by V. You keep 1 by V here and 4 you bring it here, 4 alpha divided by V into A. So from which we can write 1 by V. So we have an expression for alpha and 1 by V here. Then dE by dt is equal to, just we can rewrite the expression, dE by dt equal to P into 1 by V. P into, just we can substitute the value of 1 by V here. So P into 1 by V minus E, this is alpha, minus alpha into E. Then just keep that minus alpha into E to other side. So dE by dt plus alpha into E equal to this. Then then mere mathematical steps, just multiplying by e power minus alpha into t both sides. You just multiply it here. Then this is an abbreviation of E into e power minus alpha into A, d by dt of UV method. Just it is a abbreviation, expansion of this method. So we will write it as d by dt of E into alpha t, which is equal to this factor. Then how to remove the differentiation? By integrating. Just integrate on both sides. So d by dt and integration get cancelled. So here E into e power alpha into t, which is equivalent to 4P by VA is constant. Here alpha exists already, when you are integrating it, e power alpha into t divided by alpha plus some integration constant. Here alpha and alpha get cancelled. So k is a constant of integration. How can you get the constant of integration? It is possible by applying boundary condition. By applying boundary condition, we'll get the growth of energy density as well as the decay of energy density. First, let us derive an expression for growth of energy density here. So, we start with the initial. That is, at that instant, the source starts emitting initially at time t is equal to 0. Source just it starts emitting means energy density is 0. Then just we can apply it to the equation. Apply it to the equation 4. So just you apply here, and then at t is equal to 0 and e equal to 0 means at t equal to 0 means what is the expression here? We will get e equal to 0. So the whole term will be 0. Then 4p by Va, e power 0 is 1. So 4p by Va alone plus k is there. And if this whole term is equal to 0, if you want to calculate k, k is equal to, you bring it on other side. So minus 4 by V into A. And we can substitute the value of k in 4. So we have an expression for it. That is, instead of k, we will put it as minus 4p divided by V into A. And by rearranging the terms, just e power alpha t, you bring it on other side. So E is equal to 4p by Va, e power alpha t, here you bring it down, and minus 4p divided by V into 1 by e power alpha t. So you bring it up, it is of e power minus alpha into t. Here e power alpha into t, here also we have both get cancelled. And here common terms are there. 4p by V into A is common, 4p by Va take it out. So in this term, if you take this constant out, this is 1. Here if you take 4p by Va outside, this is of e power minus alpha into t. Already we know that instead of this, we put this value as Em. In the previous lecture itself we have seen. So instead of 4p by V into A, which is Em, E is equal to Em into 1 minus e power minus alpha into t. So this is an expression for energy density. It varies exponentially. Em is constant. This is the maximum value of sound energy. Alpha is constant. So the energy varies with respect to t alone in an exponential manner. Then this is explained in a diagram, means energy density as well as time. All other terms are constant here. Then Em is the maximum value of energy here, and it is an exponential Em into 1 minus e power minus alpha into t. So it varies like this. Okay, so it grows in an exponential manner. Okay, then E increases with t in an exponential way till t reaches its infinity. If it is at infinity, E is equal to Em. So this is the expression for the growth, and it is schematically represented by this diagram. Next, we are going to see about the decay of energy density. Decay means when the source stops emitting, then the decay of sound starts. So let the source is cut off when E is at Em when source cut off, after which the decay starts. So E is equal to Em, and so source stops means power output from the source is 0. At initially power output from the source is 0 at t is equal to 0. We will assume it for decay of sound. Then if we substitute the condition in this equation 4, this is an equation 4. E into e power alpha into t equal to 4p by V into A e power alpha into t plus k. If you substitute this is equal to 0 means here at t is equal to 0 means e power 0 is 1. So this is of 1. And if p is equal to 0, the whole term will be 0. Then here k exists as such. So E into 1, so E is equal to 0 plus k, or E is equal to E max is equal to k. E is of E max. E tends to the value of E max initially. So E is equal to E max equal to k. So k value is E max. Let us substitute in this expression. So E into e power alpha into t is equal to Em. Okay. So E is equal to, just you bring that e power alpha t down. So e power alpha t is, when you are bringing it this side, Em divided by e power alpha t. When you bring it up, Em into e power minus alpha into t. E is equal to Em into e power minus alpha into t. So from Em, initially the value is Em and the decay starts. Here Em is constant, alpha is constant, then the variation of time and E is taken in a schematic way. So it decays like this. So it is initially E equal to Em when starts decaying, after which it decays exponentially by the equation Em into e power minus alpha into t. So this is for the decay of, this is for the schematic representation for the decay of sound energy. So by using the Sabines formula, we consider two parts. One is we calculated the total rate of absorption, after which the expression for the growth and decay of sound energy. With this lecture, with this topic, we conclude this lecture, and in the next lecture we calculate the reverberation time as well as the absorption coefficient of the material used. Thank you.